All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
And today is a great day.
It is?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be a good day.
I don't even know what the date is today.
It's Friday. I don't know. But
I'll tell you, it's not when this is coming out.
It's not. We are very ahead of schedule. It feels good. We have 2 whole episodes recorded, edited, and uploaded in advance. We're on top of our shit.
So if ever seems like you guys are behind on your news, we're not. We're very current. It's just we release a little later.
Yeah, we realized like if we ever wanted to talk about a current event, which we don't really do, but like if there's anything that happened that's interesting, even if we talk about it the day of, you guys won't see it till like 2 weeks later. And
by then, you don't care about it anymore.
Yeah. But what's exciting is that the month is almost over and we have broken our previous month listener count by like 80 or 90 or over 100 maybe downloads.
Well, but that's not counting YouTube.
Yeah. That's just on the streaming platforms.
And we get way more views on YouTube than Yeah.
So we're the podcast is growing. There are new fans.
Whether or not it's fast or slow, it's growing.
Yeah, Kyle and I were texting. We calculated like our growth that we've had.
At our current rate.
And we were like, so I don't know if this is true, but what I've heard is that for podcasting, in order to get like any sort of sponsors or like to make any sort of revenue, you need like at least 10,000 monthly listeners. And we calculated that it'll only take us 11.3 more years to get there. So,
but that's not counting like exponential growth.
Yeah, and I mean
that's counting just like based on how many people we gained. Yeah.
Which obviously that won't happen.
Oh, I hope not.
So I hope we don't do this for 11 years to get there.
Otherwise, we're going to be in our 30s and finally making money.
That would be, but like, even if it took 11 years and so one of us didn't quit before then, like in your 30s making money from podcasts, that's when a lot of people start.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you know,
there's no guarantee we're alive for 10 more years.
That's true.
A lot of buzzes.
But yeah, sun's out. There's probably some guns out somewhere.
Thighs might be out too.
Thighs are out. It's a good day.
Dicks.
Kyle, you said your sister sent you an article or something.
She did.
And you really want to talk about it.
I have never heard of this before. I don't know if this is something so my sister lives in Madrid. I don't know if this is something that is a Madrid thing, a European thing, or maybe it's just the kids, but so she's a teacher. Mm-hmm. And she was telling me about how there's this thing called Momo. Have you heard of Momo?
I have not. Momo?
Wait. Yeah, it's called the Momo Challenge.
Oh.
Which involves British educators raise concerns over the so-called Momo Challenge.
Oh.
Which involves unknown people using creepy-looking sculpture to instruct children to perform tasks resulting in self-harm. Oh wow, it's weird.
What?
Basically, it's a Michael Jackson like puppet thing, but it looks like look at it. It's like a really creepy Michael Jackson thing. And apparently,
but is Momo? It's only Momo if it's Michael Jackson?
See, I don't know what the Momo part is.
I don't understand what this means at all. I'm very lost right now.
Basically, it's Mexican authorities. Now it's Mexico. She's traveling around the world. Have moved to address a new disturbing meme called "Are you okay?" which bears an uncanny visual resemblance to Momo. So, like, there's different names.
Who's Momo?
Momo is the Michael Jackson British version.
Wait, so it's a doll that people made, and it looks like Michael Jackson. Listen, and they're calling it Momo.
I really don't get it. I'm gonna keep reading. We're gonna find out together. I briefly looked at this and I was like, I'll just figure this out on the podcast.
All right.
An image of bizarre Michael Jackson statue claims to figure. I'm going to restart that sentence. An image of a bizarre Michael Jackson statue and claims the figure will go into the reader's bedroom at 3 a.m. and shout the singer's trademark, hee hee, as he was famous for doing in his songs. As the newspaper explains, the meme's name, Are You Okay? Which you get like, Are You Okay? That's from Smooth Criminal. Annie, are you okay?
Why is it Are You Okay?
It's like,
why are they saying it weird?
Ayuwoki. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like the name. I don't fucking know. It's spelt phonetically in Spanish.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait, so let's just pause there. So is it a doll? Is it a physical thing?
I don't know.
Or is it just an online meme?
It's a sculpture.
So people make sculptures that resemble Michael Jackson.
Look, I don't know.
Like it makes no sense.
She just sent it to me, and this was like the cat, like what popped up in the text, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I clicked on it.
And the meme is that you believe that he's gonna come into your room at 3 a.m.
I don't know, but like if I woke up and that was at my window, I would be so scared. So I don't know if people are putting this at people's windows. If anyone knows,
oh wait,
he's traveling around the world, from what we can tell.
Maybe he'll be here soon.
And I guess all the kids are talking about it. And she was like, heard about this Momo thing, and she's like, I don't know what they're talking about. She didn't believe that it was a real thing, and she looked it up, and it's a real thing.
All right, I'm just gonna look this up because I need a little more clarity. I want someone to what the fuck?
You find it?
The Momo challenge is a hoax and an internet urban legend about a non-existent social media challenge that was spread on Facebook.
So it's not real.
It's a fake social media. Look at the picture, though.
That's really scary. It's like there's different Momos. There's different Michael Jacksons. It's like it's your own take on how scary he is.
YouTube announced that they would no longer allow videos featuring Momo to be monetized.
Oh, yeah, the video is deleted on the video.
To feature ads before, after, or during the clips, even if they come from respected blah, 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 is...
Why?
The phenomenon, which is widely seen as a hoax. From Slender Man to kids eating detergent pods, there's a long and rich history of creepy internet challenges freaking parents out. The latest addition to this time-honored tradition is Momo, an online challenge that purportedly... I don't know what that word means.
Purportedly.
That's purportedly sort of a combination of Black Mirror episode Shut Up and Dance and Blue Whale. Momo allegedly targets young children by encouraging them to text a number on WhatsApp, which then sends them instructions to complete a series of increasingly bizarre and dangerous tasks.
It's like Saw.
From watching a horror movie to engaging in self-harm and taking their own lives.
Oh my, okay.
So
Momo's really bad.
So it sounds like the Momo challenge is you text some number on WhatsApp.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know.
Be like, let's challenge ourselves, and then whatever they tell me to do, I'm going to do it.
It's just some random dude or some. I don't know if it's some guy or like an automated thing.
Or if anything actually responds to you, like maybe that doesn't actually happen because they said it's like a hoax, right?
No, because then it sends you instructions back.
Who is this person?
On increasingly bizarre and dangerous
Is there a number?
tasks.
We could text it.
Dude, you want to do the Momo challenge?
Yeah, is there a number?
Although reports of the Momo challenge have been floating around the dark corners of the internet for some time, the trend recently made the news again when a Facebook post from the police service of Northern Ireland, what is Northern Ireland, recently issued a public warning to parents urging them to supervise their kids' activity on WhatsApp. There have also been reports of trolls editing kid-friendly YouTube videos to include images of Momo.
Why are people doing this?
I don't understand. As well as instructions encouraging them to self-harm. Here's a basic summary of the Momo challenge and whether or not it's actually a cause for concern.
Okay. Let's see if we're concerned.
Holy shit.
That's really scary.
If you guys are listening, just look up Momo challenge and look at the pictures of what these So is there a physical sculpture or doll thing?
I don't know, but if that was at my window, I don't know.
Right.
I'm really scared.
What is Momo and where did it come from? It probably wouldn't shock anyone to learn that the image of Momo, while undeniably terrifying, has virtually nothing to do with the Momo challenge itself. The bug-eyed girl with matted hair. So it's not supposed to be Michael Jackson. I think people took this weird-looking girl and were like, "Oh,
kind of looks like
let's
Michael
make
Jackson.
One that looks like Michael Jackson."
Because the Michael Jackson one's really scary.
Yeah, you're already scared.
Yeah, that was like double scary.
That was double scary. While undeniably terrifying, has virtually nothing to do with the Momo challenge itself. The bug-eyed girl with matted hair and wraith-like limbs that's associated with Momo is actually a sculpture made by Kaisuke Aisawa.
Maybe that's why it's IUOK.
The Link Factory, a Japanese company that makes horror films props. So this thing is just a sculpture that an artist made for a horror film prop.
Okay. Wow. Why is that your job? That's like a really weird job.
I mean, you got to pay the bills.
You have a dark mind. You're just like, oh, what's the creepiest thing I could make?
Yeah. The sculpture was displayed at a show at the... I'm trying to find a connection between these dolls and the WhatsApp. I don't understand.
Is there a number? Because I want to text it.
I don't think. No.
If you text this number and tonight Momo shows up at your window,
Dude, I'm gonna freak out. See, everyone says it's bogus. They say the bogus Momo challenge internet hoax explained.
but no one's explaining why it's bogus.
Yeah,
Is there
it
a number?
seems pretty real. Kids are hurting themselves.
Just because Momo said to. God, kids are really stupid.
It says this urban legend is likely little more than a hoax fueled by media reports and parents' fears of their kids' online activity.
So
It's no wonder why the Momo challenge has been able to capture the fears of adults with a mythical force that's persisted for months. The headlining image of the challenge is undeniably creepy.
Creepy. Queefy?
It's as if someone combined Voldemort with a bug-eyed version of the girl from The Ring,
Yeah, that's what I was
and
kind of thinking too.
inexplicably decided her cleavage should transition. Oh, apparently
She's
she
got
has
cleavage?
big tits or something.
Nice. That makes it a little less scary.
All right, here we go. This might, I don't know. All right. And the underlying challenge with its messages supposedly encouraging kids to commit violence and self-harm would be far more harrowing if there were any discernible evidence proving this is actually a problem. So what it sounds like is that it's just this thing that someone started saying that this challenge is causing kids to like harm themselves, but I guess
it's not really a thing.
but like maybe nobody's actually harming themselves, but it's just people
So
hear it online, so then they spread the word that. But like, there's
That's
no
so-
evidence that it's actually doing anything.
Ugh.
So
There's
it's
no phone number.
I don't think so. Experts say there is no indication that children are being driven to suicide since the story went viral.
That's
YouTube
good.
said previously it had no evidence of videos promoting the challenge, and it's since demonetized content featuring the signature Momo image. Well,
We should start something like this.
according to the lore, the Momo challenge is a viral game shared on messaging services like WhatsApp that goads young children into violence or even suicide. Images of the creepy lady supposedly pop up with creepy messages.
But
So
who sends it?
no, I think it's never happened. It's someone wrote an article or some shit saying that this is happening, that this
But it's
Momo
not.
challenge is real, but there's no evidence whatsoever that anything has happened.
Oh, well, that person. Hey, shout out to that person. You just created a whole thing.
So that is so ridiculous that there's this many articles and parents are freaking the fuck out when like they literally all these articles, like it kind of makes sense to me now. So these kids hear that there's this challenge and these YouTubers are making videos, but it's all just thinking this thing is real, making a video
Yeah,
about this
it's
challenge,
not.
but you didn't actually do anything.
Well, clearly it spread a lot because Karina said everyone is talking about it at her school, like all
That's
the kids.
so weird. I think it probably started over in Europe, and it's like, because I haven't heard anything around here.
It's in Mexico.
It's
It's getting closer.
It's getting closer. Maybe in like 2 weeks. Maybe when this goes up, then it'll be relevant.
We might be ahead of the
US.
game.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
We might have just spread the Momo challenge to the U.S.
it might be our fault.
Sorry,
Kids,
sorry guys.
if kids start harming themselves, I'm gonna feel really bad. Well,
That's it. That's it for Momo.
I mean, I don't know what else
I
to
don't know
say
how to
about
transition
Momo,
from
so
there.
we're just gonna move on. That is one of the weirdest ways to start an episode. I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
One thing Kyle and I, probably a week or 2 weeks ago, asked on our Instagram story, which if you don't follow us, it's at Pim's Podcast.
Go follow us.
Go follow us. We do a lot of interactive stuff. We ask you guys questions. We give away shirts. Anything you guys want.
Yeah.
Literally anything. But we asked people what some of the most annoying phrases that, like, in the English language that they just hate. Anything. And so I guess it could be something that, like, really pisses you off or something you think is really corny or makes you
Words.
cringe, certain words. So I have 4 or 5 myself. Kyle has,
I have like
few.
6 or something.
and then we got a bunch from our fans, which I never even, like, there's some things I didn't even think of, but once I read it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Why am I sweating so much? I don't understand.
Momo's haunting you, dude. She's trying to cause you to get, she's going to make you get angry that you're sweating so much, and then you're going to hurt yourself. Oh, you just start punching yourself.
Dude, actually though, do you ever just like sit here and like you just like feel a drip?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sweating a little bit.
Down my side. I was like, oh, no.
You know what? We'll start with Karina.
All right.
Kyle's sister, who sent him the
bringer of the Momo challenge to the United States. Thanks,
the
Karina.
spreader of Momo, says she hates when people use the word literally.
I also hate that. We had a thing back in like middle school or high school. Will always said literally. He'd be like, "Dude, I literally can't even do that." Or, "Dude, I would literally kill you right now." I'd be like,
we gave him so much shit for it. But as time went on, I started to care less and less, and then I started to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll use it here and there, but I don't overuse it.
He used it a lot.
Yeah.
And that made me hate literally.
I
just think of like a lot of like white girls.
Yeah, it's more. I think it's the tone of voice that they use when they say the word.
Yeah.
It's like
literally. I literally.
Yeah. If you have like a point of inflection.
Yeah.
On the word literally, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm. But or like Parks and Rec when Rob Lowe says literally.
I like that. I like that one. I've never had this experience, but Reacher Studios says, "Quote: Would you like to switch shifts?" And then they said, "No."
Wait, no.
I don't know what that. I think they're responding like people ask them at work.
Oh, so they hate when someone has to cover their shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've never had to do that. I've never really worked on like a job that has like shifts. Yeah. Like I had specific hours, but it wasn't like I could have someone cover for me.
Yeah. And then the job now, like if we just we can kind of pick and choose when our hours are.
So I understand.
I feel your pain.
Can't quite relate, but I see where you're going.
Yeah. If I worked at one of those customer service jobs or whatever, I bet there's always those type of people that
just always call in.
They always text you like, "Hey, my dog ate my homework and he's going to the ER right now. Like, I just really can't make it today. Can you cover my shift?" Be like, dude, fuck off. Level 206 said, "My name is Kyle."
That does suck.
That would really suck.
I hear that one a
lot. Gibby Huddy says, quote, "I could care less."
Oh, that really, really, really bugs me because I couldn't care less.
See,
no, you're not gonna
listen. No, I agree. Okay. That makes sense. But in the English language, like, how come if I could care less is wrong? Why does everyone grow up hearing like?
Because they're all stupid. No, it's like I think the right way to say it is I couldn't care less.
Yeah, because that means like you care so little that there is nothing. There
I could not care less.
You couldn't care less than you do right now.
When people say I could care less, it's like so
you care.
You care.
So it's important.
So like maybe there's times where you could say that, like I could care less if this podcast doesn't get any better. Like I could care less than I do, but I don't care less than I do.
But then that just gets really confusing.
Exactly. So like no one says that. Or no, people say that, but you shouldn't say that.
But like I guess my point is, if someone says like, "Oh, I could care less," you know what they mean.
Yeah, but like they didn't say it. It just pisses me off. It's just like you just said it wrong. Just say it right.
But does it really matter if you know what they mean? Like for example,
yeah, it does.
We always give my dad shit because he says root beer instead of root beer, and then we give him shit, and he's like, "But you knew that I meant root beer." Yeah, but so does it actually matter at all?
But that's just pronouncing a word wrong. This is like two different words. Could and couldn't are opposites.
That's true. All right.
So yes, that is very annoying.
Gibby, I feel you. Also,
Gibby.
I really like your name. Gibby. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
That is very annoying.
Honestly, I've never heard a person use that to me in person.
I just see people tweet it.
Yeah, and I've seen it in like movies.
It's just overused, and it's like, just stop saying that.
It's just really corny. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things that I see on Twitter. Like, for example, there's these unpopular opinion tweets, or just these like tweets that people make to be relatable, and they go viral and have like 40,000 retweets. But I'm like, is that actually ever common in real life? Like for example, if someone tweeted, or I don't know, for example, if you see a tweet that's like, "Oh, I hate when people say, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best." And then like, but like, has that ever actually happened to you? I feel like I see these tweets where people are trying to make relatable things, but I'm like, I doubt that's ever happens, or it rarely happens.
Yeah,
you know?
I get what you're saying. There's like some tweets I'm like, how did this blow up? Like, this is not funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
CJ Munn 335.
Okay.
He says with little asterisks, someone at something. So someone saying like to something or someone. "Oh, for real?" That's "Oh, for real" is the ultimate quote of like I don't care what you're saying, but I just want you to like get it
Yeah,
over
and you're
with.
usually on your phone, you're just not really paying attention. You're like, oh, for real?
Yeah. Or you're like in
Or,
class
oh, cool.
or yeah.
You're like, oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, really? No way, dude.
Dang.
Dang. Bro, my go-to is, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's I do that too. Dang, dude, that's insane. That's crazy.
I feel bad because I've definitely done it to you.
Yeah, I've done it to you too.
I've done it to like everybody.
Yeah, well, now I know. If I ever get a dang, that's crazy from you, I'm like, well, I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah. And I even notice when other people do it to me sometimes, and I'm just like, I can just tell. I'm like, it's okay. You don't care. It's okay. I'll just stop talking now.
Yep.
Luke Meisner says, "We as in us, not as in you." Kyle Stafford.
Well, this is a quote that I said one time on Xbox Live.
We were playing Fortnite.
I don't know why. For some reason, it sounds like I was drunk or something.
But
I
you
wasn't.
weren't. And Kyle says, "Quote: No, we as in us, not as in we, or not. Wait, we as in us, not as in you. We."
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what you were trying
I
to
think
go
I was
for.
talking fast, and I was kind of under stress.
You were probably like mid-fight, so like
Yeah.
someone started shooting at you as you were talking, and you just everything went to shit.
Yeah, I really don't know where that came from, but
My friend Taylor says, "Quote: Yes, sis."
oh,
She
I hate
says,
that.
"I know John hates it when I say that.
I hate people. I hate that. I hate people. I hate that.
Like, it's fine if you say bro. This might be like sexist or something, but like bro is fine. Bro's not annoying.
It's the
but
way.
if you say it's like yes, sis.
Yeah,
work
it's
it.
that. It's that.
It's like,
just stop.
And I think I've got a bad taste in my mouth about it because there's like these YouTubers, like these makeup guys that are gay. I don't care that they're gay, but they just like act so like annoying.
Like,
Well, I forget his name. There's these two guys.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, James Charles.
Oh,
and,
that's like a thing he says.
Yeah, it's like his like slogan, but I just like I see it all over Twitter.
Or like
and
Shane Dawson too.
yeah, him,
Fucks his cats and
James
shit.
Charles,
Cat fucker.
and there's like some other guys, but they're like, "Oh yes, sisters." I'm like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, I just
And
can't relate to
literally
it.
not your sisters.
I just
like,
it's just one of those things where it's just the tone that people say it in.
Yeah.
It bugs me.
And I mean, I'm sure he gets mad when I say bro, but like, whatever.
I'm sure he doesn't care what anyone says. No offense to you makeup guys out there.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not trying to
makeup
talk
guys,
shit.
keep doing your thing,
Keep
bro.
doing your makeup really good.
Keep going, sisters.
Keep it up, sis.
Yoni.Maynor says, "Hey, can I borrow a pencil real quick?"
You're not
When you
getting it
know
back.
you're not getting your pencil back.
Yeah.
I was the guy that would always take the pencils in middle school.
You were?
I hate
you.
You know how there was like the kids that had like the pencil pouches with like every color of highlighter,
I was that kid.
every color of
I was
pen.
a pencil pouch.
Dude, I'd always go to like the smart girls and I was just like, "Hey, can I have like a pencil?" I forgot. Like, I didn't have pencil pouches until
Dude, do you remember when it was a
school.
thing for like girls to write on your pencil pouch?
yeah.
Like, I heart this person.
Dude, that was like
yeah, I'm so sick. With
you
like,
knew like you were in there when she's like, "Oh my god, let me write something," and you're like, "Oh, okay."
I heart Heather.
Heather.
I don't know any Heathers.
I don't think there's any. I've never met a Heather that's below the age of 50.
Have you met a Heather that's over 50?
Yeah.
I always used to have like really some shitty pencils that I would give to people. Like I would never give you a nice pencil.
You'd
And
give me
there's,
like the real pencil, like a number 2
Yeah, yeah,
pencil.
yeah.
That and it was like it'd be super dull. The eraser's all black because it's been like
Yeah.
at the bottom of your backpack.
or like the mechanical pencil that I've broken off the little clip.
Oh,
Dude, I broke those off all the time.
every time. Or I'd bend them really far, so it's like a J.
It's like white.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
turns white. I haven't picked up a mechanical pencil in so long.
I haven't written like anything. Like if I
we read our initials at work.
No, I know our initials, but I mean like I haven't written like sentences in over a year.
I did the other day.
What do you write sentences for?
Doctor appointment, like writing notes down
Oh,
on a piece
okay.
of paper.
But yeah, like I remember one time, like each year at the end of the school year going into the next year, the first couple of days would feel so weird actually having to write again.
That is weird.
I hated number 2 pencils because like they're just so shit. And then what you would do is like that sharpener that they have on the wall that you like have to hand crank.
Yeah, I like those.
It's like terrible. And then it gets the end of the end of the pencil right before the lead is all like fuzzy. It like hurts. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Well, I held the pencil really weird. And so when you sharpen the pencil in those
Oh
hand
yeah, it gets
crank
kind of
ones,
fuzzy like on the wood
the
part.
wood part,
Yeah.
that's not yellow. It's like the
And that bugged your
actual brown
finger?
part. And I would hold my pencil so weird that it would give me like the worst calluses and like raw skin.
Jeez. Like raw dog in your pencil.
I was raw dogging it.
You should have got those little pencil grip things.
No, my teachers tried to make me use them to fix my form.
No, but just like the comfortable, like the squishy ones.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Bro, some of them had like sparkles.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you'd
it's, like,
put them
really
on,
squishy.
you put them on your finger.
Yeah, you put them in both. It's like
yeah, like
Chinese
it
trap.
was like those Chinese finger
Oh,
traps.
man, I miss school. No.
No, I don't.
I don't.
I miss those aspects though.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some.
I don't really miss that, to be honest. Or like pencil toppers. Like I had a tater tot one.
Oh, pencil top.
I also had like cool, like before mechanical pencils, I had like a pencil that said Kyle all over it. It had race
Wow.
cars. I still have it.
Dude, you remember those pencil toppers that like would try to serve as a pencil topper and an eraser, but they were just the worst
Yeah.
eraser quality ever.
Yeah.
Like it would just smear everything.
I had pencil toppers that I thought were erasers, and I tried using them, and it just spread everything around.
Yeah. Anthony Borelli, shout out to Anthony, one of my
He'll
one
be
of my
on
good
here one
friends.
day.
He'll be here very soon. He says, quote, "We'll talk soon." Then he says, "No, we won't." That's
Yeah.
I think I'm victim of that. Like, yeah, like, or I always say like, oh yeah, like I'll text you tonight about it for certain things, and I just
Yeah.
don't text you
Or
at night.
just like if someone that you haven't seen in a while, it's like, oh yeah, like we'll totally catch up, or like we'll do something sometime. It's like
And I think both people
probably
know
won't.
that you won't, but
You're
it's
just
just a
trying to be nice.
courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, but if someone was like, "Hey, good seeing you, bro. Probably won't talk to you or see you for another 4 years, but have a good one."
Have
Like-
a good life.
Yeah, like I feel like I can appreciate that.
Could you?
Those are all our fan ones.
Okay.
Pretty good, but I think we have some ones that really grind our gears.
Some of those are actually on my list. Like I had literally on my wrist.
On your wrist. You wrote it on your wrist.
This one bugs me. I also had could care less.
Okay.
Okay. I hate when old people say this one a lot. Well, back in my day.
Oh. When I was your age.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, oh my god, it's so annoying. It's like, well, it's not your day anymore, old man.
Yeah, and you're not my age, so
And it's so different. Like you can't compare with a lot of things. You can't compare like eras.
yeah, you can't compare growing up in the 60s to growing up now.
Like this is a big argument in sports. It's like trying to compare guys that played in the 80s versus now. It's like you can't compare that.
But you can almost without a doubt say that the players now would be substantially better. Like the player
Yeah.
that played in the 70s or 80s, if he played now, would be trash. And that's like almost
I wouldn't say trash, but like not like
nearly
what
they were.
exactly because the games
Yeah.
are different. But yeah, this is something that my dad does sometimes, and he'll just be like, "Oh, well, when I was your age, I was doing this, this, and this." It's like,
Yeah.
well,
Dude,
I'm not you, Dad. Sorry.
we ran our 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours during our challenge.
Oh yeah.
And my dad, after we finished, he's like, "Man, you guys are sissies. You made it seem like you guys were dying from that." Like
Steve,
he's like,
you can't even walk a mile.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, I used to run miles all the time for basketball training." And I'm like, "Dad, you have 2 fake hips and haven't ran in like 30 years. Like you cannot criticize us."
Yeah. And my dad, like he did run marathons, but my dad, when I told him that we were doing that, he's like, "Oh, that's nothing.
That's
Like,
easy.
That's good for you." I'm like, "No, it's not. It really wasn't good for us."
Yeah.
Like John hurt his foot.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I used to run like 8 miles a day." It's like,
Yeah.
well,
It's like, how come why don't they come join with
it's
us?
just like, why do
You know?
old people always try to make young people feel bad?
Yeah.
It's like,
like
well,
you
sorry,
had your time, you were in your prime, and now you're not.
you're out of your prime.
You
You couldn't run 7 miles anymore.
I also hate when grandparents or any like older people,
Old people are so judgy.
they like anything I do or say, they'd be like, "Oh, if I said that when I grew up, I'd get soap in my mouth or like I would be grounded for that." It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's like, well, you know what, old man? If you were racist like you were back in your day, you'd get shot. Well, maybe not
Yikes, that
shot.
was
You get
pretty-
beat up.
it's pretty aggressive.
That was a good comeback, though. That's true, though, because old people are racist.
I mean, not all old people are racist. Like, just because they're old doesn't mean they're racist.
Yeah, you're right. But there are a lot of old racist
I'd say that,
people.
yeah, there are a lot of old racists.
I'd say of the racist people, they're mostly old.
That's true. I would agree with that.
I hate when people say, "Do what you love and you won't work a day in your life."
Oh, these are two separate ones.
What?
Oh, I thought you said do you love?
No, do
like
what
when people say like, do you love this? I'm like, wait, why do you hate
I hate
that?
when people ask me if I love things.
If you love
No, I don't love anything. No,
say-
it's when people say do what you love
and you
and you
won't
won't work a day in your life. For some for some people that's true, but
Yeah.
for a lot of people that's not true. What if I love eating chips and sitting on the couch? I won't. You're right. I won't be working a day in my life, but I also won't be able to live that lifestyle.
Yeah. Or you can do what you love and you still can't make it your career, so then you
Yeah.
have to work.
Exactly.
Or even
Or
if
you're
you
very
do
lucky.
or even if you do what you love, it's still work. Like if you love construction
Yeah.
and you do construction, that's still fucking work. Like
Yeah.
no
Basically,
matter how
when
much
people just make it sound like so easy, it's like, oh, just like do what you love.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
I mean,
can't necessarily
I think
make
there's
money.
I think there's a rare breed of people where like their favorite thing in the world they just love doing, so it doesn't feel like work, and like they found a way to monetize it.
yeah. It's
Like-
just those people who are so
Yeah.
happy with what they've done.
Like if you're get to like obviously I'm sure there's still a lot of work that goes into it, but for people who love video games and have found a way to make streaming on Twitch their
Yeah.
career,
that's
that's
like,
dope.
yeah,
and you
that's
would have
true.
fun all day long. But I know it but
Like, I
even
can't do
that,
that.
I still consider that work. Like, and I think a lot of streamers would agree, like there's days when you don't want to stream. There's days when you just want to chill, but then you get on and you stream. So it's like I think in every aspect it's still work.
Yeah.
So
So
I agree.
I hate when people say I literally can't, like I can't even.
I feel like that was kind of back in middle
I
school.
know, but that was just one of those things that I just came up with. I was like, that's just really annoying.
I can't even right now.
It's like, I hate you.
It's like,
So.
no, you could. You just don't want to.
You could even.
You could even do it. Yeah.
Okay, I have two more things. One is the word epic. This is something that you
Dude.
use. I hate that word.
Why? What's
just-
wrong with
it-
epic? It's so epic.
Oh, it just makes me cringe.
But like, okay,
It's like
I think you know how some words they're really corny and cringy, but there's like a resurgence and they're like repurposed and used in like. Okay, I guess the reason I use epic is I watch these like YouTubers and they always said epic jokingly because it's so cringy and like people hate it and they always heard little kids say it.
Okay.
And they're these grown guys, so they like for years they're always like, "Oh, that's epic." You know, like making fun of it. But then over time it like gets a resurgence to where it's not an annoying word anymore and it's like back in regular conversation.
I think it's still annoying.
I don't.
When
I
people
love
say
it.
it like,
Well,
I just don't like it. It just makes me cringe.
I love it. Like the epic is my favorite word to describe something that's cool. You could say like that's gnarly, that's radical, that's epic.
That's cool.
Shim always says epic too.
I've never heard him say epic.
Shim says epic. Shim's a big epic guy.
Okay, well I hate him.
Do you hate me?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you should just get with the ways, Kyle.
No, I do say swag a lot though. Still.
Yeah, swag's worse than epic. Are you kidding
But
me?
instead of saying like I have so much swag, I'll just be like, oh, swag. Like
Yeah,
I say
that's
swag
so,
instead of
that's
cool.
so
Yeah, but like
2014.
swag is way cooler than epic.
No, epic was cool, then got really cringy, and is now on the cool uphill climb.
Swag
again.
was always
No,
really cool.
Swag was cool and is now super uncool.
Swag's back.
No,
Swag never left.
swag. You could only say swag back when like Miami U started swagger. Like
Yeah, but if you're like us, you really couldn't really say swag
No.
without it being cool. I mean,
with it being,
With it
was
being
never cool.
it just wasn't cool if I ever said it.
All right. Well, you can hate that all you want, but as long as you still keep saying swag, your argument is invalid.
Okay, I have one more. It's like people who are like, oh, like I love memes, or like dude, just like meme with me, or like when they use meme in like weird ways. It's like,
When
dude,
they
that's
use-
so meme.
When they use meme
Like,
in
total
a way
meme, dude.
that's not a noun.
Yeah,
like
it's like-
calling it like a thing
Yeah,
as a meme.
It's like that's like I like memes. Like I'm fine with them, but I'm not just like a person that's. I think it's annoying when people are like I crave memes. Like I live for memes. Like just back up. Like relax. Like I don't.
Yeah.
That bugs me.
I don't know. I don't understand where the word meme came from
I don't know.
or like what that even means. Like I like meme culture. I love what the internet
Yeah,
has done with
it's
memes.
great. I love memes.
It's like my favorite part of the internet. But I agree.
There's people that take it way too far.
The people that are like over the top memers
Yes.
need to chill. Need to go get a life.
Yeah.
Like, dude, some guy, it's clearly like a spam Instagram account, but some guy commented on our post the other day on the Pims account and goes, "Such meme.
Oh.
Be sure to check the link in my bio for a free phone case."
That's what made me write that
I'm
down.
like, bro.
When I saw it, I was like, I hate you.
His Avi was like that Pepe the Frog, where like the frog is crying or whatever.
Like, I'm not anti-meme, but just don't talk like that.
Just don't get so excited about him.
Chill.
I'd be curious how many people in the U.S. or in the world, I guess, have group chats with their friends that are strictly for like sending memes. And because
Probably a lot.
Yeah, like we have it, and I know that other groups have the same exact thing. All right, I remembered a couple of them that I forgot earlier.
Okay.
I absolutely hate when I'm upset and someone goes, "Oh, dude, it's gonna be all right." It's like, dude, I know you're trying to like comfort me or make me not as stressed or annoyed, but that just makes me more annoyed. It's like I know that it's gonna be all right. Like, I'm aware of that, but just let me be pissed off right now for a little bit.
Yeah, and I've definitely said that to people too. Like, I've definitely said like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay" to people.
Yeah.
And like I've been in situations where that's not what I want to hear.
Yeah. It's
Or
like, shut the fuck
or also just
up.
like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Like I do believe that.
I believe it, but I wouldn't.
And I
say
always
it
tell that
somebody.
to people. I say it to people.
Oh, really?
But for some reason, like, like when if I'm sad or something, like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But I do say that to people, so it's
Yeah.
like, I suck.
My sister, I love my sister, but that is the one thing she always says. Like, so if I get super stressed or anxious or like really frustrated at something that happened, if I'm explaining it, she tries to be like the over like optimistic and be like, "Oh, like it's okay. Like, it doesn't matter that your hard drive broke and you lost all of your files over the last 4 years. It's going to be okay."
Did that ever happen?
Well, one time I broke a hard drive and lost like 10 projects I was working on. Oh. And she's like, "Dude, it's going to be all right. It's not that big of a deal." She said, I'm like, "Dude, shut up."
Especially when she doesn't really know about it either. It's like she doesn't really know what she's talking about.
It's like she doesn't understand like how meaningful all that was. And so yeah, stuff like that. And then my dad also all the time says, "Hey, John." If I'm like upstairs editing, I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can you come down and help me for a minute?"
It's not gonna be a minute.
It's not gonna be a minute. I know that anytime he's like, "Oh, it only take 5 minutes," and then it takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
So you always gotta like multiply it by 5.
Yeah, yeah. Or I've started to tell my dad, I'm like, "Listen, overestimate how long you think this will take, this project, just so like, if you think it's gonna take 20 minutes, tell me that it's gonna take 45 minutes.
Oh.
So that way, if we end early, then I'm like, okay,
all right,
yeah." All right, I also found a website with the 10 most annoying phrases in the English language.
Oh.
And I agree with a lot of these.
Okay.
All right, this one doesn't really bother me, but apparently people hate it when people say thanks in advance. It's not that. I don't find a problem with that. Like if someone's like, "Hey, can you go grab me lunch? Thanks in advance."
If they say it in like a sassy way, maybe.
"Can you go scan all these things for me and then go get my coffee? Thanks in advance." Yeah. I think it depends on the tone of voice, I feel like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'd appreciate being thanked in advance.
I like being thanked.
Yeah. But I will say a thank in advance doesn't feel the same as a genuine thank you.
Yeah, if you say thanks in advance, you're going to have to thank me after, too.
Yeah, if you only
You can't pre-thank.
No.
You have to post-thank.
Yeah. You can either do both or only post-thank.
Yeah.
You can't only pre-thank.
Yeah, that's true because I'll do pre and post. Like,
yeah.
I'll like if I ask someone to do something for me, I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then they do it for me and I'll be like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah.
Like, thanks for doing it and then thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
Or like, when you're at a restaurant and the waiter like I'll say thank you for like every water they put down.
Just say
like, "Oh, thank you."
And I think people appreciate that, and I think we were raised by like good parents that actually taught us like the right manners. But I have met people like at college or just when I lived in Texas, there was people where like you do something for them
and say thank you,
and they'd be like, "Cool," and I'm like, I'm kind of waiting for like the
thank you,
and I'd try and like pry it out of people, but some people just weren't raised to like say like thank you and you're welcome and stuff, and it's so like They don't realize they're being rude. I mean, sometimes people are intentionally rude, but I
Ugh.
think some people just don't realize that that's the norm.
If you don't thank me, I'm not going to do anything for you.
Yeah. I say thank you. I'll be having a conversation. If it's like a superior of mine at work or like any sort of situation, I'll say thank you all the time. It's like, okay, thank you. Yep. Yep.
Same.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a
Thanks
good
for
one.
having this conversation with me.
Yeah. The next one, I agree with this. When people say it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's
Like-
kind of like going back to what you were saying. It's like,
Everything.
well, that's just how it is. Like that's
similar
what
to
it
like
is.
everything happens for a reason. But I
Yeah.
think it is what it is worse because I don't know. I'm a true believer that if your life is not where you want it to be, or you're not getting the grades you want, or you're not like achieving what you want, I think that everything is like changeable. Like I don't think it's set in stone that if you're doing shitty in life right now, that it's just like. But then there's people that are like, oh, you know what? It is what it is. That's life. I'm like, well, no, you have the ability to change things.
Yeah.
And some people, man.
It is what it is. Those are all the sad people.
Yeah, those are the
They're
people.
like, it is what it is.
I'm not gonna try. Yeah, I feel like it's all those old people that like their kids left them and their wife left. And they're like, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna go
Drink a
chug a beer. Yeah. When people say at the end of the day, so it's like they explain what happened. They're like, at the end of the day, all that matters is that we're here together and we're family. It's like,
no,
really.
Dad, you killed 2 people.
Dad, we're still broke and we're gonna get evicted. So
Oh, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't really hear people say that too much.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't say that like bugs me, but that could be annoying.
I could see how it could be annoying. Oh, when people say, quote, with all due respect, and then say something
don't
super
respect me.
disrespectful.
Or you did this really well, but
Yeah.
like you guys are doing great, but
But you suck ass.
but you did this completely wrong. It's like, well,
Yeah.
just tell me that.
Yeah. Isn't there a quote where it's like anything
Compliment
before
sandwich?
the butt,
Anything
before the butt is useless.
Yeah, if there's a butt in there, it's like
Yeah,
didn't
just,
happen.
Just listen to the after the butt.
Yeah, post butt.
I do like that you taught me about the compliment sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
I learned that in school.
Oh, when people say, I'm just saying. So like,
Yeah, it's like they'll like criticize you or like they'll make a really annoying comment like just saying.
yeah, they try and like back off as if like, hey, don't get mad. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I hate when like someone will like tear you apart or say something that like super aggressive and you get in an argument and then they're like, dude, I'm just saying, like, stop getting so defensive. Or like they try and they're so aggressive and then when you like
Like, I was just saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, whoa, you came at me.
yeah, it's like you're the one who was aggressive. YOLO.
Oh,
Thank
if
God
you still
people
say
don't
YOLO
say-
and you're not kidding when you say YOLO, then like
Yeah.
I've said it like as a joke. It's like, oh, YOLO.
I remember when that was in its prime in like was that like 7th grade or
Whenever
something?
the motto came out.
Oh,
Drake
that's what it's
started yelling,
from,
yeah,
huh?
fuck you, Drake. I
Dude,
think it is.
Why did he start that?
I don't know. He
That's
probably
like
didn't even write that song, so whoever wrote that.
Yeah.
He's one of
Drake
those
probably doesn't write
ghostwriters.
any of his music.
It's got ghostwriters. Isn't it true that like there's one guy or like one company that's written like 80% of like the recent like pop music?
What?
Like they wrote like all the hits. Like
I
all
did
those
not
radio
know that.
songs for like Selena Gomez. I mean, I don't know if Selena
Dude,
Gomez. but-
whoever that ghostwriter is makes fucking
I mean, they're all just like
stacks.
yeah. they all just kind of like poppy, like have a good chorus.
Yeah. That's what's crazy about the music industry nowadays is like all these songs are so formulaic.
Mm-hmm.
You just like either talk about like weed and sex, or if it's going for a different vibe, you talk about like a breakup and like your emotions and shit.
Yeah.
Are you-
It's country music. It's girls, trucks, beer.
We got it
about
down.
it.
We
That's
could be
about it.
ghostwriters.
Yeah. We could write a song.
I honestly feel like it would be easier to write a song about pointless shit that has nothing to do with your life than to write a song that's actually related
I have
to your
no
life
idea what I
story.
would write about my life.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you're not making music.
Dropped out of college. Started a podcast.
We have 97 subscribers.
It's a little disappointing.
What else?
Wait, what do I have going on?
I don't have any more pets because they all died.
I have
And
2
I'm really
cats.
sad.
I live with my mom and I have 2 cats. I scan papers with John.
I live in my sister's old bedroom.
I actually just moved bedrooms. I'm not in my sister's old bedroom. Oh, you live in your sister's old bedroom?
I
Because
did.
I was living in my sister's old bedroom.
And my old room smelled like dog hair.
It did. It smelled like dogs. Because people that lived there before us had dogs or some shit.
Guys, let us know if you would buy our song.
That's a hit.
If we might just do one single and then retire.
We might write a song and reveal in the next episode.
We should do that. It'd
Yeah,
be really, really good.
Make a music video.
Oh God. What do we want to talk about? What's going on? What's floating your pickle?
You know, I got to run 15 miles tomorrow.
Oh.
It's
How's that
not,
gonna-
not good.
So Kyle and I, well, Kyle mainly is in preparation for a marathon coming up. You mentioned it a while ago. Yeah. How's your training going? Are you having fun?
No, I'm not having fun. I'm happy after I run. For sure not happy while I run.
Okay.
Yeah, I got until June 9th, I think, is the race.
Yep.
So after that 48-mile thing, like I really got off my training program and I just was
But you're back on track now.
I'm back on track.
And how's it? Explain how it works, like how the training regimen is.
So I'm usually running like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Do you feel like your endurance has actually gotten noticeably better?
Yeah.
So like January to now.
Oh, for sure.
You're like-
January, like I couldn't run a mile. I ran a mile and I was like, damn.
So at what is the threshold to where like that was a pretty easy run? Like, could you run 5 miles and be like, wow, that wasn't too bad? Or
I don't know,
because you have to run 26 pretty soon.
yeah.
So
After I ran 10 and a half on Saturday, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do more than double this.
yeah,
Like that's not even halfway.
And
So it's
you
like-
didn't run the whole thing, right?
No, I had to walk a couple times. Yeah.
Dude, 'cause my sister was like, yo, so are you guys gonna run the whole?
I'm not gonna run the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run the whole thing
For sure
either.
gonna walk a lot of it. Not a lot, but like a decent amount. Like what I do kind of is I usually start off and I run like 3 or 4
Mhm.
and I'm like good. And then I mean, where I live, I have a lot of hills. So I have to run up a lot of hills, and that's where it's like a kind of a mental barrier, but kind of just like running up a hill just takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
So I'll start walking around then.
But that might be how the marathon is too.
yeah,
like,
but then I'll
when
usually like run a mile, walk a little, run a mile, walk a little. Yeah.
honestly though, I kind of, for the sake of my knees, I almost prefer to run uphill than downhill, because sometimes if
Yeah.
it's like a steep hill, it like hurts your knees a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Like I hate walking downstairs. I've talked about it
You
before. I
just
always run downstairs
Speed racer.
because it's just like way more work to walk downstairs. Like I'd rather. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I kind of get like a hop a little bit.
Yeah.
So then this weekend you're running 15.
Yeah. 15 and then 10 again, which I don't know if I'll be able to run 10 miles that weekend because that's the week I'm going to be doing the Viking Fest race.
You could run a little
So
extra.
I've run 5 more miles after the race. I have a
Or
5
you
mile
just do
race
the race
coming up.
twice.
Yeah, I could just run the race in the morning and then like line up at the start line. And then after that is when I'm doing my big run, where I'm gonna run from my house to John's house.
And Kyle, keep in mind, literally lives in Seattle. We're like outside Seattle.
Yeah.
Like it's a far, like it takes.
If you don't live here, it's very far
It takes 35 minutes on the highway
to drive here.
to drive from his house to my house.
So I'm gonna run here. I looked it up and then I'm gonna take a different route. It's kind of weird. So
Okay.
hopefully like my phone doesn't die and I don't get lost in some random city.
Dude, and having like, if your phone dies, like no music, no way to distract yourself from, because for me, the worst thing about running is when I don't have headphones, because all you hear is,
Think about like people back in the day or like Olympic runners, like they don't run with music.
yeah, how do you,
I don't
like,
know,
yeah,
they just
all
get
these
into that
marathon runners, like that just sounds so boring.
I mean,
What do
they're
you
probably
think
not
about?
tired, so
You think like those elite marathon runners, you think they like think about stuff? Or do you like,
I think it's like just a lot of strategy. It's like, okay, I'm gonna run this mile at this pace, and they probably like figure out, like, okay, I did that. Now I'm gonna try to like go a little faster, or like slow down, or like
so you think that takes up most of their thought? You
I
don't
don't
think
know.
they like,
not really sure.
I wonder what the kids did at school today as they're running like a freaking 4-minute mile for 26 miles.
I mean, I'm sure your mind wanders. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be thinking about like just about everything when I'm running.
I run so much better when I can zone out entirely.
Yeah, like I stopped listening to music. I just listen to podcasts when I run because.
Oh, you gave up music entirely?
Yeah, I'm off.
Wow.
Music. Off music.
He has officially broken through to the podcasting world.
Well, I know,
but you never. I listen to podcasts when I work out a lot, and you have never done it before.
No, I mean I've been doing that for the past couple weeks.
The only thing with podcasts, like podcasts are better in almost every aspect because to me it's easier to get into it and away from the running. But at the same time, podcasts never hype you up unless I'm listening to like a podcast with David Goggins or something. Yeah. I'm not going to get the same hype that I do when like an Eminem song comes out.
I don't know if you want to be that hyped up. Like for working out, you probably want to be hyped up. But like, I don't really know about running.
That's true.
Because that's when I could just overdo it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, why did I just run like a 7-minute mile to start?
That's the thing that I feel like I'm going to be really bad at is at the start of the marathon.
Yeah, you're going to have all this adrenaline and all these people around you. You're just going to want to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I have to show people how fast I am.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start, and then I'm going to get 4 miles in and be like,
well, this was a mistake. Yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully you can actually run the mile.
I know.
John's foot is fucked.
I'm so upset because the whole thing with so basically, if you haven't seen the video, literally like 2 months ago now at this point or something, we posted a video called 30 Days of Hell. We did a fitness challenge and I thought it was this great challenge, blah, blah, blah. Like we're going to push ourselves past our limits. And then it turns out I just like really fucked up my ankle because of it. So I haven't ran in 2 months. Oh, there's a fly. Did you get him?
No.
So yeah, I have another doctor's appointment on Monday. I'm gonna probably get an MRI and just hope that there's nothing wrong because it's so weird. My ankle is like totally fine for 5 days, no pain, and then I'll step just a regular step, and I'm like, and then it hurts really bad for like 4 days because I just stepped in the wrong way.
Maybe you could just do the marathon on crutches.
Yeah.
Or like a wheelchair, I could push you. Or I could push you in a jogger.
I could hop on one leg.
Oh, that'd work too.
Or like do like a Frogger thing. Like, you know how you can like do you run and you hop over someone?
Oh, yeah.
And I could Frogger the whole
fly.
Get him.
Attacking.
Get him.
I don't see it. Or you could get one of those like wheel things where you like put your knee on it. There it is. Oh, that's a piece of dust. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. You know those like when you like hurt your ankle really bad?
Yeah,
you have,
those
like,
rollers.
Yeah, you could do that and just kind of like scooter.
I think because they take this thing pretty seriously. Like I don't think they just let anybody just like, hey, can I?
You could do it off to the side.
Like just follow everybody on like
out
the
of the
sidewalk.
course. Yeah,
I'm maneuvering through all the fans or whatever. Actually, do they have fans for races like these that like watch? Or is that only for like the Boston Marathon?
It's mostly like people. Like I mean, there's people there, like mostly by the finish line, I would say. Because like I've seen my mom run it before. Yeah. But we were at the finish line. But I mean, I don't know. There's not like I would say
there's not people like
just like
the whole way
fans.
like hell yeah, man.
Maybe people who like work for it.
Yeah.
Like there's probably people handing out water, which we've done before at a different race.
I think we told the story a while ago, like one of our earlier episodes.
Big
but
sweaty guy.
We handed. Was it you or I think it was you?
It was me. Yeah.
That handed Gatorade to this big sweaty guy.
He thought it was water and he dumped it on his head. And he's like, "Oh, why'd you give me Gatorade?" I'm like, "I told you it was Gatorade."
Yeah. He goes, "Water?" You're like, "No, Gatorade." He goes, "Water?" And you're like, "No." And then he dumps it. Yeah. Good times, man.
Shout out to that guy for running.
Yeah, that guy was a big.
Because he was large and in charge.
He burned some calories though. He's working on himself. There's this other thing in Seattle that. Did you ever do the big climb?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this thing in Seattle that it's like.
It's for like cancer awareness.
Yeah, it's like breast cancer awareness, and literally it's like the tallest tower in Seattle, which is called the Columbia Tower, and. You sign up with like a team or individuals, and it's basically just a race up the entire staircase of this building.
Yeah.
I don't know how many flights of stairs it is, but
it's like 100.
It's it's like a really cool event though, because it's like similar to a 5K or a marathon or whatever, but it's just a whole different environment. Mm-hmm. And it's like
you get to the top and there's this cool view. And yeah,
it's fun.
You get kind of dizzy though, because you're just like running in a circle.
Yeah, that was a big issue for me.
And there's no like fresh air, like you're in a stairwell.
Yeah, I feel like though. I noticed for me during the big climb, I felt that it was almost easier than running in a sense. Cause for me, it was like a bunch of mental checkpoints where I'd be like, all right, I just got to get up these 5 stairs. And then I get to that flat part and then I go up a little. And so I was constantly like 2 steps, reps.
Like you kind of do that with
reps.
with running too. Like you could pick out a point. Like, okay, I just got to run to this point, and then run to this point. Like my dad said that when he used to run marathons, he would, because he didn't have music. He was telling me like he would just get into his like breathing rhythm and like just kind of space out, and then pick somebody that he was gonna catch, pass them, pick somebody, pass them, or like pick a point.
Yeah.
Which sounds like the most boring thing ever.
Yeah.
How you could do that, I don't know.
What was I gonna say? That's like kind of in a lot of gyms or like in high schools or whatever, they'll have like above the bench press, it'll say like 1 more rep. And so it's like you do one and then you're like, all right, one more.
Well, now I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
It's just never.
It's kind of dangerous advice. Like you got like 400 pounds, you do one more.
There was a football player who dropped on his neck.
Yeah.
I remember that. Somehow we just started talking about Red Baron pizza.
Yeah.
And you talked about how you roped.
How I roped?
You ate a whole Red Baron pizza and you felt bad about yourself.
Yeah. Did you do
I
that?
did this last night.
Nice.
I finished it and I was like, so this is what John feels like.
They're great. But
yeah, I know.
They're kind of thin, so it doesn't feel as bad as if I ate a whole like DiGiorno
I was
pizza.
pretty full, but like, I don't know. After I looked at my plate and just saw crumbs, I was like, well, I just ate that whole thing.
Have you ever like you'll cut them into pieces, right? And then like put them on the plate and then like go get more. But have you ever just cut it
the whole
up
thing
and you put the whole thing?
I always do that, yeah. Because it's like the size of my plate, so it's like.
Yeah, but like
plus my cats like try to eat it.
Okay.
So, yeah. My cats try to eat everything, dude.
Dude, your cats probably look at you like, wow, look at this fat ass.
One of my cats, if I ever put a bowl down, like if I go into the kitchen and grab food, if I put the plate down, she just comes running over and just starts instantly trying to lick whatever crumbs there are.
Yeah, I remember like we were at your house and you got something out and then had to go to the bathroom or something. You're like, hey, can you watch my cat and make sure she doesn't eat this? I'm like, what?
Yeah, my cats have really bad manners.
Yeah.
And that same cat, I noticed the other day, there's this one place that she has a couple places that she like just rubs her face on, like a couple wall like corners.
Okay.
Dude, it's like black from her like disgusting mouth rubbing against it.
Her mouth?
Like she like goes
she'll lick it?
She like
so it's her fur.
Like the corner.
So her black fur is like rubbed off.
No. It's Zoe. It's the black and white one. I mean, it's not. It's not her fur. Her fur doesn't dye it. It's like her gums. It's like she rubs like the
gums have
like
dyed the wall.
Yeah, she's like shit in her mouth. I don't know. It's like food or like whatever, but it's like brown and black. It's just it's like this little place in the wall that's just like
that's so gross.
It's like, yeah, it's disgusting.
Wait, so it's not like the pigment like from her skin?
No.
It's like
her mouth, like spit.
Excess from her food and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, you are a foul human being.
Not a human being.
Not a human being.
Do they call them cat beings? Why are we called human beings? Why don't we
Because you're being a human.
Yeah, so but they don't call them dog beans. You know?
That's true.
I don't really think this matters, but
I've talked about it with you before. But I have like this list of like things I want to accomplish by the end of the year.
Oh.
One of them's like a marathon. One of them I wrote down as jokes, get a 10 kill solo dub in Fortnite, but that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Kyle,
that is an obtainable goal.
Yeah. I've gotten like an 8 kill.
Yeah, so it's
need a couple more. But my big one, other than the marathon, is I want to do a backflip.
Oh,
it's just like we can maybe post a video, make a video out of it on this channel of like
how to backflip.
all my or we could both do it.
Yeah,
like just you like watch one of those videos and you just do it.
Yeah,
because those videos are hilarious,
dude. But I don't know, that's just so scary.
I'm gonna do it. We can practice jumping in the water and then.
Yeah, like I'm sure that. I don't think it's like the height that's an issue. I think it's just like the form and like committing.
Yeah.
Like I think we're both fully capable.
Commit. That's why you got to start in the water. So it's like, oh, if we don't commit, like,
I can never even do it into the water though.
Yeah, but like we'll practice like an entire day spent for backflipping. Just like dedicate one Saturday.
I would have so many backflops. I tried to do that one summer, and every time I just didn't commit.
I know, me too, but we didn't commit. We didn't have the right mindset. You got to come in with the right mindset.
What's your mindset now?
I'm going to do a backflip, and I'm going to stick this landing. I'm going to be so cool. And then I'm going to be that guy that can just break out a backflip.
Be like, hey, you guys want to see something cool?
I've always wanted to be that guy. It's like, oh, like, give us your best dance move. Like, I can't dance, but
yeah, dude, that's the best way to get out of having to dance.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, all right. Like, all right, your turn.
Or like if someone asks you like a question, like you want to avoid the question, you're like, hey, check this out. And then you do a backflip and then they forget to even ask you a question.
Yeah. They can be used for like pickup lines. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know.
Just like, hey, want to see a backflip?
Be a really bad pickup line. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyways, I want a backflip.
Okay. Well, I'll hit you with one that I want
Next,
to
I'll
do.
front flip. Then I'll side flip.
Whoa.
Oh.
And then you do a gainer on the ground. You know a gainer?
Just a running backflip, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm athletic enough
I don't
for
think
that.
anyone can do that on ground.
No, people can.
Like, you run forward, you jump.
For sure, people. Are you kidding me?
I think you have to have like a big gap.
No, there's for sure people who can.
And if anybody knows if you can do a gainer on regular ground,
There's
let me know.
so many just insane people out there that can
That's
just
true.
do
Some of
flips
these
and shit.
parkour guys are
People can do like double backflips.
on regular ground.
Have you ever seen a gymnast do anything?
I have. I've never seen
telling me-
either of those.
You're telling me a gymnast isn't going to do a gainer?
I've never seen a gymnast do a gainer on real ground. Like flat ground. I've seen them do gainers like from one building to another with a
You've seen
gap.
Gymnasts jumping on buildings?
No, like parkour guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I think you could.
All
I
right.
might be the first one. I don't know.
All right. Well, anyways, on my bucket list for 2019, one, I really, really want a wakeboard, and I want to get.
yeah.
I can get up, but I want to get
And
good enough-
backflip on a wakeboard.
That's a whole new process.
It's 2020.
I want to get to the point where I'm like pretty good, and I can jump from one wake to the other wake.
I
like,
want to be able to
land
get
it.
up first. I hurt my
Yeah.
back last time I tried, so.
Yeah, my uncle was really good at it, or is really good at it, but like he fell one time when he was with us and like doing a big jump from one wake to the other, and he burst his eardrum on the water.
Yeah, that's. What?
Whoa.
What's up? That's scary. You can. Yeah, slamming on water sucks.
Yeah. So I want to do that for sure, and then honestly, the only other main goal is to like exponentially grow Peak to Middle School.
That too.
I don't know if I have like a set. I don't really like to limit to a set number, you know, because then if you reach the number, then I feel like there's not enough ambition to get a higher number because you like reached your goal you set. But then if you set a goal that's too high and you don't get there, then you feel like, oh, like.
Well, we'll set it
That's
at
useless.
1 billion.
Okay. Yeah, that's achievable.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at 97 right now. Be sure to tell your friends so we can get to 1 billion and pass PewDiePie.
How about a billion views in a month or like listens? So we're at like, what did I calculate that? It was like 800.
Well, that's if you include like YouTube and all the streaming platforms.
That's what I'm counting.
We're at like probably 700 to 800 a month.
Which
Or
is
this month?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. So,
So we're almost to a billion. What's a billion divided by
a billion divided by 800?
0.00000. I can only do 100 million on here. All right, I'll just add 10. Divided by, or I'll add a 0. What was I saying?
800.
800. All right. That's 125,000, but that's 100 million. So 1 million, 1.25 million.
Times what we're doing now.
Yeah, so we just have to like multiply it by 1.25 billion. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
That's easy. There's like 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah,
So,
there's 1.25 people. Oh, no, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
I don't know what I was saying.
Anyways, on
wrap
that
this
note,
up.
we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. If you guys would like a full video version to see our beautiful faces, see this cool studio,
Yep.
connect with us,
Connect.
feel that bond.
Bond.
So you know me, even though you might not know me.
No. I'm
I like that. I like that. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. We're almost at 100 subscribers. By the time you are watching this, we might already be there. And there's a special video going up for 100 subscribers.
Special.
Anyways, where can they follow you, Kyle?
You can follow me on Twitter at KStaff36 and Instagram at KyleStafford36.
36.
And you can follow the podcast
The Popcast
at Pim's Podcast
on
at
everything.
AOL.com. on
MSN Messenger.
Instagram, Twitter,
MySpace.
AOL, Club Penguin, Craigslist.
all right.
We're out there.
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. There's new episodes of this podcast every Monday and Thursday. There's new videos on my personal channel every Wednesday. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.